Hey everyone, it's Nahar here from Zik Analytics, and in this video I'm going to teach you how to do niche research on eBay and how to find niche products so you can sell them profitably on eBay. So let's get started, guys. So how to define niche? This is super important that you understand what is actually a niche, because niche, it's a very wide, very broad term, right? So let's go through these 4 points and see what is niche and how you define it. So niche is a specific product group under a category, okay? For example, you have smartphone accessories or cell phone accessories, and then under this you have iPhone case, right? Niche can be based on type, material, style, size, and so on. For example, if we're talking about the smartphone accessories category, and within the smartphone accessories there is cases for iPhone. So a specific niche can be a leather case for iPhone, or a leather case for iPhone 8 or iPhone X, or so on. Now, you have to remember, usually niche described by 2 to 4 keywords, okay? So when you're gonna do a niche research and you're gonna go to Zik Analytics to run niche research in the product research tool, you will usually use between 2 to 4 or 5 keywords to define the niche. And the more keywords you use, the more specific your search is. It's very important that you remember this. So the more terms you add to the niche, for example, you start with iPhone case, then it's iPhone, leather iPhone case, and then it's leather iPhone case, or leather case for iPhone 8, 64G, for example. So the more keywords you add, the more specific, the more narrow your search become. It is good in terms of getting very specific about your search, but it's reduced the stats, and it takes you, and you need to understand that when you run a broad search, you're expecting different stats than a very narrow search. Okay, we're going to talk about it in the live example. I'm going to share my screen. We're going to make live training here, how exactly to find niche and how to define a niche and to find products within the niche. Let's move to the next part, which is statistics for a good niche. Before we move on to the live demonstration, I want to give you some numbers so you also have something to rely on. So a good statistics are high demand, competition, low competition or high success rate, high price range, and non-branded niche. Let's go through each of them. High demand means sell-through rate of at least 500% or more. Don't be too strict. Sometimes goes a little bit under 500. Again, sometimes you run a very narrow search, so you will need to remember. But in general, above 500, it's already a good niche. A competition level and success rate. We would always try to target niche with over 50% or more successful listings rate. We want to have high chances to be successful on eBay. We don't want to take risks because we are finding products listing to our store. We want to make sure we have high conversion rate, high sell-through rate in our store. So we'll always try to stick for high demand, high success rate product. High price range means more opportunities. So some products niches have very specific pricing. For example, most of products are selling between $10 to $15. It's a very narrow price range. Some product niches have very wide price range. Products selling from $10, products selling for $100. The higher is the price range, the more opportunities we can find. Why? That means a specific products from a specific material or specific brand or specific style or features, offering us different opportunities to find this window where we can come and we can be creative, or we can be unique, and we can make profit. So the higher is the price range, the more opportunities we have. And we have a niche which is a branded or non-branded. We will always prefer to go to a non-branded niche, which means niche where there is no dominant brand. So if we're trying to sell smartphone itself, okay, there are a few niches. There are the brand niche, where people are buying Apple, Samsung, Huawei, and also all these products. And there is the Chinese phones, where the brand doesn't matter. So we'll always try to go under niches where the brand is not a factor, because it's very hard to compete with brand prices. Okay? So guys, this was very short 5 minutes overview about how to define niche, what are good stats for a niche. Now I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you how you can actually find good niches, where you can start on Zik, and how you can find products and selling opportunities within the niche. So I'll see you in a minute, guys. Alright guys, so in order to make a niche research, you need to find a niche idea, right? Now you can find ideas in different ways. You can go to any platform like eBay, Amazon, Walmart, AliExpress, and just look on products or best-selling products. Copy the keywords that define the niche and go here to the Zik, to the product research, and search it and see whether you find a good niche or not. But, and I always mention it in all my training, it's always better to follow the numbers. It's always better to go where do you see already that there is demand. When you see a product, for example, that sold thousands of times or hundreds of times in the lifetime sales range, then you know, okay, this product is selling a lot. Probably the niche is also a good niche. And this is what I want to teach you today. There are a few ways to find niches. You can do it through competitor research, you can do it through product research, and you can do it through category research. I want to show you how you can come to Zik, without any idea about any good niche, and very quick, very easy find a successful niche. So I'll go here to the category research, I'll open it, and basically the category research is a tool that gives you the ability to scan each category or subcategory and see the most selling products in lifetime in each category. So all you do, it's very simple. You just scroll down, you go here to one of the categories. I'll choose here the home and gardens, very general category, yard, garden, outdoor living, and I'll click the search button. Now what's happened, Zik will display the top selling products. It shows also the statistics of the niche, but right now, because we are not looking for a specific category, we are looking for a specific niche, I'll just skip the stats, scroll down to the product list, and here we can see the top selling products under this subcategory. Now, you can see the amount of sales here, you can see the price, the watchers, you can see a lot of information here, but what we care about is the demand. It's the amount of sales. So we have products here, for example, this one sold 70,000 times, 70,830 times in the lifetime. This product here, 12,000 times, 11,000 times. So we understand these products have demand. Now what we need to do, the next step we need to do is to define the niche of the product. Once we define the niche, we copy, we go to the product research, and we analyze it. So let's go through this product, for example. It's a 16 LED solar power motion sensor, garden security lamp, outdoor waterproof light. So what is it? It's a LED light, right? It's an outdoor or security LED light, which are working on solar power and have a feature of motion sensor. So these are the things that define this specific niche. It's a very specific niche. You have a general niche, which will be outdoor light or security light. But if you want to be more accurate and you want to dig down to have a narrow search, you will always try to search the specific description, the specific niche. So I will run a search, for example, on this product, because 70,000 sales lifetime, it's a lot for eBay. It's a sign that this niche have a demand. I will grab this title, I will cut off the keywords that are not important to only run a search on the niche which define this product. Let's click the scan product here, and I'll show you how I do it. So I click the scan product, and it's coming here, and I start to remove all the keywords which are not important. So I keep the LED solar power motion sensor light. I try to keep it as short as possible. I can add security light or outdoor light, but I try to keep it as short as possible to get wide result, but still specific. So I keep what define this specific niche, and I remove anything else to not miss any numbers. So LED solar power motion sensor light, this is what I'm looking for. I'll hit the search button again, and I'll get the results here. I see if I have 100 result, means it's a wide result, it's good enough, and I can see all the different products. I'll hit the checkbox here, and I will click on the Zik selection. And now what we're gonna see? We're gonna see the niche under these keywords and the performance, and we're gonna take a decision whether this is a good niche or not. Now take a look. We are talking here about niche with $34,867 sales in the last 30 days, and it's very narrowed niche. Okay, we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 keywords. It's 2 keywords more than average niche. Okay, it's very specific niche. but the stats are amazing. It's generated a lot of sales, a lot of transactions. Average product price is $14. Sell-through rate 2,893, which is much more than our minimum sell-through rate that I mentioned in the presentation. Success rate 81%, very good success rate. So the stats telling me, Nahar, this niche is good. Now you need to look for two more things. What is the price range to see how much opportunities you have? Whether if it's brand, and check if it's a branded niche or it's a non-brand, which I can come and be creative and bring in any product I want. So let's scroll down here. After we validate the stats, and this is absolutely high demand niche, high success niche, we can be sure there is enough demand here. We need to see the opportunity range, okay? So to look on the price range, I look on the prices, I observe the prices. In general, what I always recommend you to do is go through the products a little bit, scroll down, see whether the products are repeating or it's many different designs, if it's selling in sets or not, what's unique about each product. Observe the prices, the titles, see if there is any branded in the title name here or not. And we can see pictures are a lot of different pictures, which is good. It shows us, okay, there is a wide range of different styles. Titles, we can see here when I look, there are not too many, there are not brand names at all in the titles, which is great. And the price, let's look. So the lowest prices here, starting for $1 going to $5 and $4.99, $3.99 and so on. And if I look on the highest prices, it's $45, $29.99, $28.99. So we actually have very wide range. It starts from $1, $5, go up to $45. And this is exactly what I want to look, because it's showing me that it's not only cheap products selling, also expensive products are selling, and we need to understand why. It's sets, it's different features. We need to understand why. This is why it's super important to observe the products and understand what is happening here. Now, after we understand, okay, stats are amazing, price range is amazing, everything is great so far, I want to see one more parameter, and is what sellers with low feedbacks are doing under this niche. So I'll click here on this amount of feedbacks filter, and I want to see how young sellers, beginners, are doing. Let's look on the first guy here, 43 feedbacks, 15 sales in the last 30 days, 1432 is selling a little bit less than the average selling price. This is the sets of products he sell. All right, this is good. Is a UK seller, and he sell this product in the US market for $14.32. Maybe dropshipper. We can check it out, but we already start to collect information in our mind, because once we go to the supplier, we need to know what we are looking for, right? So this is one selling opportunity. Is a young seller, 15 sales, $14 sales. If I can find it for a competitive price, this can be good, or something similar even. We have this product here, 243 feedback, selling for $16.99. Another brand with a remote, another style with a remote. Also important to see that are different things are selling. Here is set or 4. Here is a different product. Here we have product selling for $21.59 7 times. Also interesting. And like this, I can scroll down and look, okay, these guys with low feedbacks, but they're selling expensive. Another guy with a remote, $23.49, 1,700 feedbacks, not too much, okay? And what I do, I go through the niche, collect some niche ideas and some product ideas, okay? Selling opportunities, I call it. And once I have this list of selling opportunities, in my head, I go to the supplier and I start to look for a similar product. Maybe I can find something like this, which selling for a little bit less and make profit, or sell it with a competitive price. Maybe I can find something like this one, $16.99, or something like this one that sells for $21.59. So I need to learn the niche, find selling opportunities. Once I have it in my mind, I know prices, I know models, I go to the supplier. It can be AliExpress, it can be wholesale suppliers, whatever it is. I search for the general term again, and I start to see what I get, what are the prices, what is match. I leave this tab open and I start to compare till I find match, which I can sell with profit, which I can use the title, and so on. So guys, this was a niche research. I showed you here how easily you can find niche ideas, a very profitable niche ideas, by using the category research, You can, of course, find niches while you're doing competitor research, while you look on other supplier sites. What I always recommend you to be aware of is when you see high amount of sales, take a minute to search the niche. So if you see a product with extraordinary amount of sales, take a minute, copy the keywords, define the niche, run a search in the product research. See, you might find a gold mine. It's take few seconds and you can find a very profitable, high demand niche. Thank you very much, guys. If you enjoyed, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you have any question, comment in the comment section below. I'll be answering your questions. And I want to thank you for watching the video. And that's it. I'll see you in the next video. Have a nice day, guys. See you soon. Ciao.